high.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Easy Adventures. Today I'm down here in Penrose, Colorado. I stopped in here at Coyote's Coffee Den, which is like a little open air coffee shop and breakfast place. So I got me some breakfast. I recommend if you're in Penrose or you're in Canyon City, anywhere like that, come down here and get some of their breakfast. Anyway, today we are doing the full Phantom Canyon Road and full Gold Camp Road. We're gonna go from Penrose up to Victor on Phantom Canyon and then come back down Gold Camp into Colorado Springs. So stay tuned, we're gonna get riding. Alright guys, so right now we're going through Penrose. Penrose is like a tiny little Colorado Plains town that sits on the kind of like right on the edge of the mountains, and we're going to go from Penrose up here to hit Gold Camp Road and ride, oh my god, I almost hit a squirrel, and ride not Gold Camp, Phantom Canyon Road up to Victor. That is the plan. See you guys on the road. Alright guys, we're on Phantom Canyon Road. We've got a little bit of pavement before we get to the dirt, so we're gonna cruise up this way a little bit. Eventually this does turn into a dirt road, but a little bit of pavement. We're back here in kind of like back behind the first little bit of a hill. It's also like County Road 18 or something. Man, is it pretty back in this way though. Alright guys, here's the dirt. And it is a narrow mountain road for the next 22 miles. So this is going to be a super fun ride. I've done it coming down. I've never done it going up. So stay tuned. We're going to go do Phantom Canyon Road. First of several bridges that take you across this little creek that goes up to the canyon. There'll be more, there'll be bigger ones, don't worry. Ooh, that shade is nice. A little hot today in Colorado, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, here's the first tunnel we're gonna go through. I don't know how well you guys can see in here with the camera, but yeah, that's the first tunnel we're going to go through. I think there's at least one more up here towards the Adelaide ghost town that we're going to go through. It's a pretty cool little road, I'm not going to lie, pretty cool road. So there's the first of two rest stations you're going to see. There's one more, so there are a couple places to stop and use the restroom if you need to. But for the most part, there's not a whole lot going on up this road. Well, there's definitely some washboards going. That's alright. Alright, our current elevation is 6,800 and something. These guys are running this trail. I'm imagining they went all the way up. That's where the court used to be, which used to be a little mining town. It's gone now, but it used to be a mining town. Big room going on down there. Well, we're definitely starting our climb here. This road is, it's not a rough road. From what I found last time. There's a few sections where it's like a little rough. There's some like rocks and stuff on the road, but it's not rough at all. It's usually mostly just a dirt road with some washboards. But it is gorgeous coming up through here. Alright, this is the Adelaide Tunnel. Also super dark and hard to see. back with my sunglass visor thing down, I can't see the road at all in there. Whew, that's pretty cool. There's a big hole in the ground back there, and I have no idea what it is. Adelaide. Okay, this is historic Adelaide. Got it. We're in the ghost town of Adelaide, and that little hole is probably the only thing left of it. Bridge. Alright, here's the big bridge. That's so cool, man. So these tight little squeezes right here is kind of what I was worried about having the trailer go down through, just in case he had to back up, but it would be a pain to back up through there. But they're cool on the bike. I just got to watch out for cars coming the other direction. The road straight up blasted through the walls here. It's pretty sweet. Oh, it's pretty sick. This is why I bought an adventure bike, man. To go find stuff like this. Like, if I didn't have this bike, I wouldn't be on this road. I wouldn't be seeing this stuff. I would see so much less of Colorado and the United States if I didn't have this bike. All right, this bridge right here reminded me last time of Onion Creek Road in Utah, going across all the creeks and the wooden bridges and up through the canyon, and Onion Creek was pretty cool. And this narrow part of the canyon here kind of reminds me of that. A lot more greenery here than there was at Onion Creek, though. The other cool thing about this road is, like, around every bend there seems like there's a different kind of like ecosystem. Like, I went around that one back there and all of a sudden I was in nothing but pines. Or firs, maybe, I don't know what they are. Washboard there. Like these darker parts of the canyon, where there seems to be a little less sun hitting the water, seems to have more pines and whatnot. Opened up a little bit this way. This would be where I'd want to camp, somewhere like out here where it's a little more open. We were passing Glenbrook, which is 8,061 feet. Glenbrook is also one of these ghost towns, so we're passing the Glenbrook area. Alright guys, there's the other and the only other rest stop. That is the Dunville rest stop. The ghost town that doesn't really exist there anymore, but there used to be the Dunville mine right there. It's the last rest stop you get though, and it's still like 11 more miles up. On the bike, not so bad. On a car, 11 miles on this road might take a while. It's a little tight right here, huh? That's all right. Just get tired of riding riding on the wide, fast road anyway. Alright, so two things are happening. One, my GPS doesn't know where I'm at. I'm like, get my map, my phone GPS. Two, we are gaining elevation rapidly now. And three, I guess a third, we're getting into the aspens. So we're definitely getting some elevation. And four, it looks like there might be a storm ahead. Alright. Alright, so we're still on Phantom Canyon Road, but as you can see, we've made it up out of the canyon. We're up here on top of the, kind of up on the higher elevations now. I think we're around 9,000 feet. And we're going to keep going into Victor. Then we are going to get over on the Gold Camp Road. But this area up here, man, the big fields and stuff, it's always gorgeous. You always see elk and mule deer and stuff up this way. It's just awesome. Alright, so over there you can actually see the mines of Victor. That was back behind the trees there. That's where we're headed. You look to this way though, you can see that there is a storm, and that's also eventually where we're headed. So hopefully that blows over. My luck is I'll get wet and I'll be fine. I've been rained on before. Yep, there's Victor in the mines. We're not going to go up into the mines today, but we are going to go into Victor real quick. Hey guys, we're here just outside of Victor. So the town's right over there. The mine is, the current active mine's still right up there. And I am just here outside of Victor. Stop here, take a little break, and kind of read some of the signs. So that mountain over there is Battle Mountain. That is where the current gold mining operation takes place at. You can see there's a couple older mine facilities up there too. On the backside, you get the real, the current gold mine operations happening. But Cripple Creek and Victor and Goldfield are all the three biggest towns around here. They were originally founded by ranchers, not gold miners. And then the ranchers found gold in the creek that they were using to water the cattle. Okay, so we just came up Phantom Canyon Road. Now we're here by Victor. We're going to go up here to Gold Camp Road and go down Gold Camp Road to Colorado Springs. 35 miles off road, or well, on dirt roads. So you know, it's gonna be fun. After that, well, not today, but eventually I'm gonna come back up here and do from Victor down to Canyon City on Shelf Road. The Shelf Road's a little tighter, so you know, not today. We're gonna go back into Colorado Springs first. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So this little area right here that I'm going through is Goldfield, Colorado. It's just north of Victor. If you go around the east side of Battle Mountain, there is a little hike up here that you can take up onto Battle Mountain, past this old historic mine. I'm not doing that. Alright guys, we're going up over Victor Pass right now. We're at 10,201 feet. We're about to start going down. That is the highest we're going to be today. Up here in about 2 miles, we're going to turn on to Gold Camp. Alright, we're turning on to Gold Camp Road. Already starting out good with the aspens, man. Already pretty. Winding dirt road next 16 miles. Sick. Rock Falls next 16 miles. Sick. Let's stop and get the ABS going. Okay, I've already can tell I'm going to go a little slower than I did on the other one, other road. A little more loose gravel and stuff. But it is already gorgeous. And there's already some camping spots, so that's pretty cool. I've gathered is that Gold Camp is going to be very, very similar to Phantom Canyon, which makes sense because they're both old gold mine roads. But Gold Camp has a lot more of these like big chunky sections of cuts through the mountain. Woo. That's pretty. Oh, sorry guy, my bad. Judging by the temperature drop and the leaves of the trees, I'd say I'm going to get wet. So this road, unlike Phantom Canyon Road, seems to be mostly surrounded by private property, at least so far. In fact, as I say that, I'm entering the National Forest, so never mind. Back that way though, it was all private. Lots of ranches on both sides. You can see the Skagway Reservoir off in the distance, but now I'm in Pike National Forest land, which means the sides of the road are officially public land, which I am a big fan of public land, so this is nice. Woo! That's pretty. That's pretty cool too. Hello, Mr. Tiny Cheap. That's pretty sick. That is some pretty cool granite. I'm gonna stop, take me a picture. Ooh, and a pretty cool little lake. And I know that I'm on the wrong side of the road, but I don't care. All right, then we're off again. I got my pictures. They were pretty sick. Alright, we are coming up into, this is called, or marked on the map as, Historic Tunnel number 9. Like, this one's actually got the supports still in it. The ones on Phantom Canyon did not have supports in them. But yeah, that's tunnel number 9. See, right down there. So there's this pine tree here, that's like one right here. And then to the left of it, there's a moose right down there. It's pretty sick. Ooh, I gotta stay on the road. Alright. Anyway, I gotta stop looking at the scenery while I'm on the road, or I'll be in the scenery looking at the road. You know what they say? A lot of this road is like through these big rock cuts, and we're switching in between like the fir or spruce or whatever that is and aspens. But hey, it's cool. I'm hoping I can see a bear, or I'd really like to see, but I've never seen actually, either a goat or a sheep, like a mountain goat or a bighorn. Chances of that happening, very low, but it'd be cool. We're getting into the rougher road section. It's not really like, it's still not like 4x4 necessary. It's just like, it is rough though. It's a lot of these big freaking potholes. So it's not like technical, it's just potholes, man. Let's take do a little bit of exploring here. Dead end, obviously. No camping. What's the point of this even being here if you can't camp? Like the perfect little camp spot. Alright. Well, that's cool. It would be cooler if it was a camp spot, but it's not, unfortunately. So back out to the main. Alright guys, sorry, I had to stop and swap the GoPro battery out. Yeah, I saw this little like stream or lake area, probably a stream that's been dammed up by the beavers a little bit, and there's fish jumping out there. And I was like, man, that'd be a really good camping spot. And then I see signs right over there that say no camping, no campfires. But good place to stop, change GoPro batteries out anyway. So yeah, this is we're on Gold Camp Road out here south of Pikes Peak. I've seen a lot of bikes out today, I'm not gonna lie. Seen a T7, seen some GS's, a bunch of dirt bikes, side-by-side type deals too. But you know, mostly plated bikes. But yeah, we're out here on Gold Camp Road. I think we were up there on that little hill a minute ago. Not really sure, but we're going that way next. So stay tuned. We're gonna take a little ride. I think the next stop I'm gonna stop at is the Stage Stop Cantina or something like that. Anyway, stay tuned. All right, break time is over. Let's get on up the road. All right, headed east on Gold Camp Road, or south actually right now, but overall east, you know. Heading east, Gold Camp Road. Next stop I think is Stage Stop Cantina. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to take Gold Camp all the way back into the Springs, or if I'm going to go off of Gold Camp and take Old Stage. I think the Cantina is on Old Stage, so I might end up doing that. We'll see. We'll see what Gold Camp looks like on this end. I think it gets like really rough and turns into like a 4x4 trail. We'll see. Woo, check that out. All right, let's go that way. This way. That is a 4x4 road for sure down there. That is not something that I want to do on this by myself. If I had people with me, I would, but not by myself. I need riding buddies. Oh, that's so cool. Colorado is so freaking cool. Okay. Somebody's having a bad day. Okay. All right, glad I'm riding the bike today. So I was on the, if I was in the truck, be SOL for a little bit. So we are at St. Peter's Dome Trail, the trailhead. It goes up there to the top of St. Peter's Dome. It's a 3/4 mile trail. I'm not dressed for trail hiking today, but pretty cool view of the springs. I can't tell if that's Fort Carson or the Springs, but that is the direction we're going. So, hey, let's get to it. We got the bike turned around. Got ABS off. Dude's over there on Adventure One Wheels, which is a wild concept. Pretty sick though. Literally Adventure One Wheeling. They're tougher than me. Anyway, we have began our road, our descent. Alright, so we are going down, down in an earlier round, or whatever they say in the song. And you can tell this road was once upon a time paved. You will see that it is no longer paved. Or at least it's not It's not super paved, but there's definitely a drop on the one side. You know, if I go over there, I might die. So I am, in fact, kind of hanging a little bit on the inside of the road, on the wrong side of the road, I know, every now and then. But like I said, if I fall over that cliff, not only will I die, but I will probably break my motorcycle. We're doing these little switchy backs and down the mountain. Oh, rocks. Rocks. Brakes. Okay. More rocks. Jeep. Hey, Jeep, you want me to go through? Sick, thanks, dude. Oh, it's a chick. Chick with a cowboy hat driving a CJ. Heck yeah, or not a CJ. CJ? I think, I don't know. XJ. I don't know, something like that. We're gonna keep going. Alright, team, I have found the cantina. I missed the turn the first time, so I had to go down there and find a place to turn around. But I found the cantina. Old Stage Riding Stables and Cantina. Sick. Oh yeah. Old is right, man. That's pretty sick. Alright, so we're leaving Stage Stop Cantina. We're gonna go back a little bit, see if we can't find Phantom Canyon Road. And I don't want to go down Old Stage Road today, but we might end up doing that anyway. We'll see. Open to four-wheelers and dirt bikes, closed to Jeeps. Huh. Well, now I wonder how rough it is. You read the notice sign. Okay, so if you missed that, the road that I wanted to take was gated. It was open to four-wheelers and dirt bikes and hiking and stuff, but it was gated, so I didn't want to go down a gated road, especially when I'm by myself and I don't know how rough it is. I don't want to get stuck somewhere where they can't get me with the truck by myself. So we're going down this way instead. Okay, so this is Old Stage Road. If I had Eric with me, you know, I would have done that road. If I had Dad with me, I would have done that road. I just don't want to go somewhere without service, not knowing how rough it is, and with very little traffic. I could just tell that there was not going to be, because it's not open to Jeeps, so there wasn't going to be anybody to come get me. You know, like if I, for some reason, crashed and I needed someone to come get me, I couldn't get anybody. I had to walk out, and I don't want to walk out. So we're going down Old Stage Road, which is honestly not a bad choice anyway. It's pretty, it's cool. It's gonna bring me out by Broadmoor Seven Falls, so it'll be worth it. The super fun part about this road so far is that there's like long straight stretches where you want to go like super fast, and then all of a sudden there's just a hairpin turn with gravel built up on the sides and sand in the middle, and it's just not ideal, you know? And they just come out of nowhere. This one here is not what I'm talking about. Check that out. That's a pretty sick view of the springs. The Lincoln up here is insane. Alright, we're definitely getting closer and closer to the springs because there's more and more Jeeps and cars in general. That is awesome. Colorado Springs, man. What a place to be. Alright, we're stuck behind some kind of Chevy. So he's just absolutely blinding me with dirt. He slowed down like he's gonna let me pass. He slowed down around a curve like this, where I couldn't very well get around it. Wow, this is super sketch. Alright, so Stage Stop Road, or Old Stage Road, whatever it's called. Worth the drive. Ooh, ooh, ooh. A kiss your ass curve. And pavement, sick.